Yo, what's going on guys? It's Dude here, and today we're back with another Road to GT7 setup video. This time we're going to be doing the Aston Martin DBR9 GT1 car. Now this is for round 2 at Suzuka, and I think I've come up with a pretty damn good setup. Unfortunately, I haven't had time to log a time trial lap as of yet, just because I was busy yesterday on Sunday. Now, I was able to work on a setup all of last week after I'd finished the GT40 tune, and I feel like I've got this setup down to a science, and you guys are going to absolutely love it. In fact, the hot lap today is going to be another world record time, at least at the time of recording this video. If you do enjoy the video and or the setup, it would be greatly appreciated if you click the like button and also subscribe. I'm on the road to 2,000 subscribers, I guess, now. It feels like I just hit 1,000 yesterday, but the support I've been getting on my recent videos has been fantastic. Obviously, shout out to Super GT for giving me a shout out, as well as Mr. MCA, amongst many others. The support you guys have given me so far through the first Road to GT7 round has been great. So without further ado, let's get into the setup. Here we are in the Aston Martin DBR9 setup. Obviously, this setup is made to set the fastest possible hot lap. However, I understand everyone's driving style is not the same, so I'll recommend a setup adjustment or two, maybe to mitigate any concerns that you guys have after trying the setup out. This is the suspension and the Aero. If you find the car to be a little bit oversteery, whether it be on entry or on exit, raising this natural frequency in the front up will definitely help the car feel a lot more hunkered down and a lot more stable. You will lose a little bit of rotation, especially through the S's and through spoon, but honestly, it's definitely a small trade-off if you're having a hard time driving the setup as shown here in the picture. I definitely feel like having the front frequency pegged like that turns this thing into a mid-engine car, which to anyone who has driven the DBR9 stock, that's kind of a crazy prospect to think that this car can handle like that. But yeah, it's honestly super balanced, has really insane straight line speed compared to the other GR3 cars. And yeah, it should be a very fun car to drive in this combo. The other thing you might notice as well is I have the brake balance at -1 towards the front. Now in the race, there's actually a lot of tire wear, and to help control the car, especially on the mediums, I find putting the brake balance towards the front helps manage those rear tires just a little bit better. The wear will be a little bit more even, and the car will be a lot easier to drive that way. So that's why I'm recommending -1, but you could fool around with it. Obviously, the brake balance is up to more personal preference rather than just objective opinion. So here we are in the hardest part of the setup. The reason I say that is because today I actually performed a transmission flip. So I'm going to explain that to you guys right now. The first thing that you want to do is you want to reset your transmission to default and then to go to fully customized, just to ensure that everything is set back to default at the same starting point. The second thing is to take the final gear at the bottom here and move it to 2.800. That is step 1. Do not touch anything else, just put your final gear to 2.800. Step 2, you want to go up to the top speed auto set and move it all the way to the left. For those of you in kilometers an hour, it will say something different than 155, but for those in miles per hour, it will say 155. Just move the auto set top speed all the way to the left. Step 3, go back to the final gear that you just touched in step 1 and put it to 2.410, which is what's shown in the picture. And then once you have that to 2.410 in the final gear, you can begin setting the gears that you see in this picture right here to finish off your transmission. So unfortunately, due to being busy yesterday, I wasn't able to get a hot lap in. Thankfully, I do have someone on my team that did indeed set an insane lap. Of course, it's your friendly neighborhood AMS Brock. He actually ended up having the world record for quite a while at the time of recording this. I think it just got beat by Distinct Andrew, another one of our friends who is also using this exact same setup. So yes, this setup is capable of getting a world record. And yeah, let's ride along with Brock and see what the setup is capable of. So here we are on board with AMS Brock, coming down the front straight. This lap is extremely impressive. Again, I didn't have any time to do it myself, but thankfully Brock had me covered today. Quickly applies the brake, only applies about half brake pressure to keep the front tires happy to get the car to rotate. Beautiful third gear exit there from Brock. Actually holds it in third gear here, little lift. Got to make sure you get on the curbs to get the proper line through here and carry a lot of speed. Brock carries a lot of speed into this corner, but will hook the curb here, apply the throttle, and then once he gets back to full throttle, he commits and doesn't lift again. Again, carrying a ridiculous amount of speed through that S section. Coming up to the first Degner, you have to cut this a little bit, but you also have to be careful not to get a penalty there. Handles the second one like a champ. I hate that corner, so good on Brock for nailing it. Coming up to the hairpin here. Brake right after the end of the curb. Get into second gear. He turns in nice and early, hooks the curbs, starts applying the throttle low on the track on the exit, so he has a lot of space to exit in first gear and hit the throttle early. Brock is on an absolute heater right now. Again, quick dab of the brake, goes into a little bit of a trail brake on the entry. Tries to get the car rotated, doesn't quite get to the bottom, but still gets a wonderful exit. Now, obviously coming up to 130R here with a setup. This is not even a turn. You just take it full throttle and you don't ask any questions. It's actually very easy. And hard on the brakes in between the 150 and the 100. He gets the car turned in. Second gear, abusing the track limits as much as possible, like you have to do in obviously a hot lap. You really have to focus on trying to cut that. To the line now. 153.320. Absolutely unbelievable lap from AMS Brock. Just showing off what this car is capable of. Good luck to everybody in their races here in the Road to GT7. Again, if you did enjoy the video and or the setup, be sure to subscribe. Obviously, leaving a like and a comment on your feedback on the setup helps me out a lot and will help me make the setups better for the next few videos. But other than that, guys, I really appreciate you guys coming out to watch. It's been Dude. I'm out. Peace.